I'm AJ Perron. I'm a senior in industrial engineering, and I'm from White Bear Lake, Minnesota. Pocket Science is a podcast about space, astronomy, earth sciences, planetary sciences, basically every sci-fi kid's dream show,
where we explore the hard-hitting questions about Earth, existence, and the unknown.
Crazy feats that humans
have accomplished. From pyramids to nuclear fusion, a history of awesome.
Verne, they went behind the moon for the first time, and experiencing that was like, wow, I want to do that someday.
My friend and I used to drive back and forth between Minnesota, and on the way we do road trip questions. But the road trip questions that we get stuck on the most were the ones like, do you think that aliens exist? And eventually we just decided we have to record these conversations. The goal was to find out what topics people around the world were interested in terms of space and science, and then start researching those so we can share that with them. We filmed it right here in the Student Innovation Center. The bulk of our time was spent just in preparation. The easiest thing is to walk down here and start recording and start producing and then edit that afterwards. So it did take a lot of time, but it was time that I was willing to commit because it was so much fun. Our first 8 months was pretty slow. I think even lost viewers. We were less than, 100 people listening or whatever. And so I made it a goal one summer that every single day I was gonna make a video. Once I started making those videos, it really just exploded out of nowhere. We rocketed from 1,000 to 120,000 followers on Instagram. And it blows my mind when I look at our analytics and I get to tell myself, I did that. We try to have a lot of scientists on the show. That included people who studied the aurora, that at some point included Neil DeGrasse-Tyson. I never thought I'd get an email from Neil DeGrasse-Tyson, let alone get the chance to interview him. And when he came on our show, I remember I thanked him profusely, and he said, I had no reason not to. He said it was his job to just come out here and talk to people who are curious and engage with that curiosity. So in October 2024, I was pretty satisfied with all the work we had done so far, and I had a lot of interesting stuff happening inside and outside of school. So that's about the time where I decided to stop making new episodes. Stopping the podcast didn't really mean stopping all of my activities outside of school. That just meant transitioning to all the other stuff Iowa State has to offer. It was really hard because it's like your baby at that point. Throughout the entire thing, my parents were like very supportive. Even when I knew it was just gonna be them only listening, to when I was, calling them on the phone, kind of screaming at them like, Neil DeGrasse-Tyson is coming on. I think the podcast separated my life into a before and an after. Like, I changed so much as a person just from all the work that I put in and the things that I learned in the podcast. The big connection between my major in engineering and my show is they both taught me to fail fast. Whatever the first episode or the equivalent of an episode that you put out is, you'll look back on it and you will not like it. It will not be your favorite, but you will learn at every step. You just got to take the leap. No, it won't be where you want it at first, and just keep progressively improving, episode by episode or design by design, whatever it is you're doing, just start. That's it.